Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture, and today we're going over Allie X's fourth album called Cape God. So, to be very honest, I don't know too much about her. I came across this album literally because I like the cover. I saw the cover and I was like, ooh, I know her, and I like the cover, so let's get into it. I kind of felt like getting into more of a dark album, and it kind of delivered. It didn't, let me say this, was entirely a dark album entirely, but it completely delivered, as in exposed me to who she is and what she does and how she does her music. And I have to say, I definitely understand why she has a huge fan base. I really do like this album. I do think that I know that she had like 3 other albums before this, and I have like put my hands in different singles. So like my favorite single so far has been Never Enough, and it came off the album 2005 album Collisions 1, and then Casanova, which came off Collisions 2, which is 2017. So I really do like, so I have those songs, but that was pretty much what I got from her. But I do like this song, or like this album, because it felt like it brought me into some of the singles I've heard over time, and then having it fall into what it actually means, or how it connects, how all the singles connect, and how all the other singles songs connect too. So I'm just gonna go through like my favorite songs that I liked from it, with maybe a shout out to some of the songs that really called out to me. So let's get started. So the first song that I really like is the first song called Fresh Laundry, and I've heard the song before, and I didn't really care for it at the beginning before, but I also think I didn't really give it a full-on attention span. I just listened to the beginning a little further, and I just moved on. But this one, listening to the whole album, I listened to the full thing, and I really do like it. I think it's really nice. I love the theory, I love the idea of longing for something that you can't have, and using the metaphor as in I want to be around fresh laundry. It's kind of like I want to be in luxury kind of thing. I love the dark synth kind of sound it has going on it. I thought when I first heard the album, I was like, oh, it's gonna get its intro in me to the other dark like sounds and everything, which it kind of goes that way and it kind of doesn't. Another song that I really like is Regulars. Is the third song. I really like this one because it's the best way to have a sarcastic song while still sending a message, and I think that's really cool. This song is pretty much about trying to fit in when you clearly will never fit in. And she pretty much says that. She's like, I am here and I am hanging out with the regulars. And one of the quotes one of the lines that she has is, oh, what a feeling hanging off a building with the regulars. And I think that's kind of not fetishizing, it's fantasizing about the idea of just being normal, knowing that she could never be in that direction, but how the idea of fitting in is more intriguing than standing out. I love the guitar. I love her falsetto and her chorus that she kind of back and forth with. It's really, really nice. Didn't even know she can hit that note at all. I didn't know that she could at all, but it's really nice. Another one I like is Sarah Come Home, which is the fourth song. It's a joke-ish song inspired by a songwriter named Sarah Hudson, who also did Dark Horse for Katy Perry. Apparently, she was supposed to come to one of the sessions that Allie was having, and she canceled last minute. So they were joking about, like, Sarah, come home kind of thing, and she liked it so much that she kind of fell into it. I love this song because it's the first upbeat song you kind of get from the album, and I really love the chorus. The chorus actually surprised me because I kind of thought it was gonna keep going with the slow kind of drony kind of sound that it had in Regulars, or simplicity sound it had in Regulars, but it completely amped up at the chorus. Another shout out to is Ring a Bell. I kind of like that one only, and I know that, and I saw the little thing that she talked about saying that she wanted to have a song that had a swing to it, everyone wants to rule the world, and The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson. And you can think about when I first heard that quote before I heard the song, and I was like, oh, okay, that would be a fun swing, and it definitely gave you that swing. But I feel like the only critique I have for it is it was a bit muted. It was a mute swing compared to Everyone Wants to Rule the World, where it has da, 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 da. And the Way You Make Me Feel has that same type of swing, but it's like in your face kind of swing. Well, it's in your face, but not in your face. But I feel like this one's so far back, and you hear the swing not like in the background, but it's not telling you it's not in your face enough to where you're like, okay. Another shout out would be number 6, which is June Bloom. I felt like that one's a really interesting one. It pretty much talks about her experience with autoimmune disease that she had at a young age, and how pretty much she just missed a lot of her teenage experiences while everybody else and her friends were experiencing it. She couldn't really go outside. So I'm assuming she said June as in like it's a summer and everything and she wants to do stuff, but she can't, so she has to see everybody else doing it while she tries to while she's working out her disease. A song that I really, really like, going back to the songs I like, Love Me Wrong featuring Trey Sivan. Really great to see him. I think this really matches well with his kind of mood and his kind of like aura of how he does music. This song is pretty much about being misunderstood by the closest ones near you. And one thing that she pushed forward was more familial kind of close people. And I think that's kind of interesting. It's one of the first times you kind of feel in a song where they actually just blatantly tells you exactly how they feel about, like, just saying, like, she says, you love me wrong, over and over again. And she kind of gives you the verse of, this is what you do, like all the positive things that they do for her and everything. And then at the end of it, it's like, you love me wrong, and makes me feel like, okay, those typical things, the things that they do does not amount to the way that they loved her wrong. And I think that's kind of cool. Definitely can relate to that. Another one of my other favorite songs is Susie, Save Your Love, featuring Mitski. I don't really know who Mitski is, but I want to get into her because I love her voice. This one has a nice little groovy kind of sound to it. I really love. And I don't know. There's nothing for me personally other than the melody. I just love how catchy it is. I love the sound of it, and I love the melody of the verses. I think is really, really nice. And also 2 other ones, which be Madam X, which is a very interesting one. It's a allegory about heroin, and pretty much it's super drifty, super drony, and it gives you that idea of what I think at least of what heroin makes you feel. You know, like when you're anxious and you take a hit of something, and it like brings you down slowly, and your mood slows down, and everything kind of slows down. I'm assuming that's what heroin does. I have not done it, but I'm assuming. Also based off the song, it kind of feels like that. And I also like the idea that this was inspired by a HBO documentary, which is called Heroin Cape Cod, USA. Interesting that the title of this album is called Cape Cod. And I love that she uses Madam X as the name for heroin. It's very interesting. I thought this song was gonna be more of a nod to Madonna's recent album with the same name, and I thought like, oh, she's gonna talk about how she was her idol and she did everything and how great she was to her, but that's not where she's going. And then finally we get into the last song, which is Learning in Public, which is a really good song. I love the post-chorus. I think it's really nice. The do-do-do's and the melodies is really nice. And I love it's pretty much, she says it's pretty much where her mindset is now, and how she has to learn. She's learning as she's going, and she's still learning a lot of things about herself, about the world, about stuff that's going on, and how she feels about it, and how it reflects to her. And I think it's really nice. One of the things I really like of the quote, or line that I really liked, was, we're too young until we're too old for it. I think it's kind of an interesting thought, because because time goes so fast, especially when you're doing so many things as a young person. You have a lot of things exposed to you so quickly as an adult, but yet you're still too young to do certain things, or you're still too young to feel certain things. You can be 20, 21, you're able to drink, but then people still look at you as super young because you haven't experienced a lot of stuff yet. But at the same time, you're still a human being. You're still an adult nevertheless, and you're still learning a lot. And so you get to when you're old, and then you're too old to do stuff. So you're too old to go out to these parties. You're too old to do this. You're too old to ride go on a scooter or whatever the fuck. Like, it's one of those things. Just like, I feel like that's what she's saying. Is like, time goes so fast. One day you're too old, or one day you're too young, one day you're too old, and the next day you're too old. You know. So I really like. I don't know. It just really caught to me that line. So yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I definitely like this song. This is very surprising going on a kind of just jump into it kind of album. To be very, very honest, I just jumped into it. I didn't have any thoughts. I didn't do any research other than on to specific songs and more of what she thought behind it. But other than that, I didn't like prep directly towards it. So it's nice, or I didn't have history with Allie X as much as I would in the other songs or other albums I've reviewed. So it's really nice to actually jump into an album which kind of like just with a leap of faith and knowing and just have this feeling like, oh my god, I actually do like this song, like this album. I give this album a 8 out of 10. I really do like the sound. I'm curious to see what else she's gonna do with this from then on. So yeah, so leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. If you liked the album, if you didn't like the album, tell me why. If you're a huge Allie X fan, I would like to know where I could start with her music-wise. Like, should I just start from the beginning album, or should I, as a fan, what do you think? Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification button, and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video.